Hello, welcome to my life. This is what I do, write web software, build kind of duct tape machine learning integrations between hardware, different pieces of hardware. The human's like an input-output system, just like this phone I have in front of me. Trauma gets stored in muscle memory. There's entrainment methods such as massage that de-entrain the trauma from the muscular system. There's shamanic methods that remove trauma. There's occult methods that remove black magic. So I'm just showing you basically 2 hours, or actually maybe 15 minutes of my life here. I don't even know how long it'll take. Let's see here. Okay, here's my screen. It's an old laptop. I started out on a self-built, I think it was a 286. No, it was an x86. One of the first IBM style computers. It was a big clunk, slow as heck. This phone is probably about 1,000 times faster. Maybe 100, I don't know. But anyway, here's my little silly national security alerts in rainbow form, flying across the screen here. As you can see, I've started a crowdfunding campaign here for 99% of all humans on the planet. That's my old hero from Mexico. He's kind of this pipe-smoking dude that was into the indigenous movement down there. He was an old-school professor. They finally, ID'd his history and figured it all out and everything. He was kind of a mystery man for a while. So here's a project. I just threw that up because he was one of my old heroes. Alright, yeah, here's the GoFundMe project here. My name is Mario. I'm healing 99% of creatures on the earth with hardware and software. The money will be used to employ the most effective people to complete the tasks at hand. No rush on funding. It means a lot to me because of my spiritual, emotional, and mental and physical sufferings in this life and others. My gratitude is expressed through this prayer, and that's a link to the Haudenosaunee prayer, the Thanksgiving address of the natives. And here's a link to my basic formula for the healing of 99% of humans. It's a noble duct tape formula. You take between 5 and a million biometric feature extractions from the incoming voice signals, the incoming skin signals, the incoming eye signals, and you output them back to the human experience through these cheap $1.50 coils, or a Rife machine, which is a square wave generator through radio tubes, or it's a radio generator through gas tubes, and which basically creates a square wave form that breaks apart viruses and diseases. And then the duct tape between the hardware and everything, the software, is machine learning. There's a whole, basically a repertoire of machine learning techniques you can use as kind of general code glue. And let's go back to my home page here. Yeah, that's me. Nobody ever writes me emails or calls me much. That's been my life for, well, my whole life. Yeah, there's my little... this is like a Barbie dress-up game for me, web development. I love it. You can just dress up a website any way you want. That's Desiree playing in the back of the website. She's one of my new favorite reggae artists. There's my sacred airspace flying across the screen. Links to the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, there's my sacred space balls. That's geese medicine. You click on it, you go to geese. A rainbow goose. What's a goose? It's a medicine. It's also an animal. Anyway, you can look at two things in a lot of ways. Old Celtic framework or a native framework. I was recently looking up deer medicine. There's the Celtic framework version, and then there's the native version. Here's a... my God, I've diversified in my definition of God. It links out to pretty much everything on Wikipedia. Dual path shamanism links to some of the light working paths here, and some of the dark shamanism paths here. Shamanic assault sorcery and light working. Here's a dual path link to occult knowledge, black magic removal, and black magic. Down here I have my casino link. A lot of the stuff I do here is I try to make it humorous, because my life has been kind of almost a joke to me. So I go to my casino, and what do I get? A circle of boxes. What do you do with a circle of boxes? You lay in them. Are the boxes dark? They can be. Are they light? They can be. When you lay inside of a box, if it's just blocking the light, it'll be dark. If there's light inside the box, it'll be light. If there's cold inside the box, it'll be cold. If there's heat inside the box, it'll be hot. If there's pain inside the box, it'll be painful. If there's pleasure inside the box, it'll be pleasureful. There's two. So it's, as you can see, it says Sundancer box there. And as you can see, there's kind of like these little colored dots here, and over here I have a key to all the colored dots. Up at top there I have also Indigenous Library of Congress, because that's a database to the entire storytelling history of all indigenous people that have ever existed on this planet. So anyway, here's my key. The red is electro-herbalism square waves. Those are what Rife was originally researching, but it's kind of progressed to new school shit. Here's my click swipe TP program. It's a real simple native game theory. You go tap, 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 look at the TP, swipe. It swipes the phone to the next ring of the circle. Here's my sun dancing servos for hooks. Sometimes you can't tell if this is serious or not. If you put the sun dancing hooks through your body and hook them up to servos so they pull out at some point, is it any different than being in a virtual tree? I don't know. There's the green is the crown of thorns with coils. So if you wrap each of these $1.50 coils in dead bird heads, is it a shamanic crown of thorns? You tell me. And the X there is a variable because you can probably find 1,000,000 features in any biometric input. So anyway, the next one is the machine learning glue code. If you look up machine learning for in the realm of computer science, it's kind of this basic repertoire of glue that figures things out for you. So all you have to do at the end of the formula is add water, Epsom salt, and a story to each of the boxes. if you have these boxes in cafes called enlightenment cafes, or if you have them in casinos. It doesn't matter to me. Or if you have them in a mound in a circle, that might be neat. It's not really so important. Okay, what else do I got here? Oh, the Library of Congress. That's the database. So if someone lays in one of these boxes and you want to simulate reality, an elder can just say, choose your own adventure. Step into the box, press the selection on the database. The student gets the experience. Alright, we're back to the main page here. That's me. It's a reflection of me in Mexico. I used to love Mexico so much. All my friends there, I had to leave. It made me really sad. I came back here to go to college. So yeah. Okay, so I just showed you the casino page. Here's the kids page. These are all my favorite shamans in life. I lit a candle for them. Here's my art of cryptography piece. It's a pattern that popped out of my random programming techniques. The outside ring says sorcery assault network. The inside part says light working path and love in the center of the circle. Alright, there's happy inner child Jade. He's one of my favorite people, my favorite shamans, my favorite humans. He helped me out a lot. There's Seas with Heart Bobby. He helped me out a lot too. Oh, there's my little teepee from one of my art generators. I want to show you the teepee in here. It's you see the teepee there, the red teepee? I do, and there's sun in the background on the right. And then there's black smoke rising. I kind of see a smoke rising from the top of the teepee there in black. Some other people might see other things, but that's what I see in this native Rorschach. There's a shaman I went to and with his child. He didn't help me all that much, and I was frustrated with him. There's Seven Circles Foundation at the bottom. I put all my troubled people on a prayer page so that I can figure out how to relate to it all. Bobby's not a troubled person, really. He just won't talk to me anymore. I heard Jade's having a new relationship, and I'm so happy for him. None of these people are associated with me. I just have been trying to get healed from my condition for a million years. I have my little my earthling view of the earth. I mean, my alien view of the earth here. If you click on each earth, the first one goes to, let's see, BibleStudyTools.com, Acacia page. That contains DMT, if you didn't know, Acacia. DMT is what some people call the spirit molecule. It's in ayahuasca, a South American brew. There's a old shamanic lady from the Bedouin shaman lands. The third link goes to Shamanism 101, Christian meets Shaman. That's just my native Rorschach popper. Every time you refresh the page, it pops up with a new little window, native Rorschach window here. I don't see much in that one really. I can read things into that one, but I don't really see much in it inherently. Well, I don't see so much in that one either, but I can read a lot of things into it. You have entered the sovereign digital government of Subcomandante Cristo. Why is this my sovereign digital government? Well, because all this information comes structured into my reality somehow. Don't ask me how. It's random on some remote server, but it comes structured in my reality. So there's soul software development. That's the occult branch of the church. Here's Spirit First Movement. That's the shamanic branch of the church. And here's the technological branch of the church, with some subtext links to square wave research and electro-herbalism. Solutions for the future of the humanity. I don't even remember what this link is. Oh, that's my basic formula for world peace and healing. Oh yeah, this is my third-party link. All the things that I've looked at in my time on this planet. Baba Devgiri, he's an old elder in India. John of God, he's healed some people with psychic surgery techniques. Here's all shamanic type links. Some in the Christian integration framework. Some in the pure native frameworks. Some of my I'm feeling lucky is down here for shamanic teachers, practitioners, and kind of my more humorous link, random spiritual propagandist. There's the Dalai Lama and some peace foundations and peace villages and stuff. What do we go in here? Oh, there's my Indigenous Library of Congress link. And oh, the Black Dragon, that links out to Celtic shaman folks in out there in from a Scottish and Irish background and heritage. There's my art page. I've put a lot of my greatest pieces from the native Rorschach generator or Pendleton machine or whatever you want to call it on here. I dedicated my first one to Jade because I love him so much. Here's my native flute meditation. I produced this piece when I was listening to native flute. As you can see, there's two structures of arrows patterns on two sides of the window here. How those pop out of the patterns, good question. It's like a window into several thousand boxes somehow. I did that to just generally to the grizzly bear population. I was listening to Tupac, and I think maybe Only God Can Judge, and it popped out kind of a gun-looking thing. Actually, here's a trigger, the gun, and the barrel. So I just dedicated that to the ghettos on the planet. Oh, there's my teepee. I just pop in an alpha pattern background to every teepee, and it turns it more beautiful. I see that as a kind of a star, sun, a red fire coming up right here in front of the teepee. I see another teepee here actually. Here's the teepee going up that way in the top, teepee going up that way in the top, teepee coming down here this way, and teepee coming down here this way. I can also see it as a stealth bomber here, in this picture on the right here. I call this my woodpecker piece. It's a woodpecker sticking its head out of a nest here. I have tons of bestest of all times that I've generated. This is kind of like a windmill or oil field with a sun or star in the background. That's just a kind of a diagram sort of thing. Here's my ion pyramid piece. See, it's an ion field that gets generated above any pyramid structure that's created on this planet. The larger the pyramid, the more powerful the ion field above it. Here's my laughing fish piece. I love it because it looks like a fish head almost right here, but it also looks like me sliding down a skateboard ramp with my arm pointing out here and my foot pointing out here, and when I hit the bottom I break my foot. So it makes me laugh about my life sometimes. That's my Orc King piece. You've already seen the Orc King before, I think. I just do quick collages sometimes based on two different associations of something I'm thinking about. I call that one my Talking to Aliens collage. That's my first mosaic piece that I ever created. It's a raven in the background, but it's built out of all the pictures that were in one of the folders on my drive. There's my white owl piece. It's created out of another set of pictures of a folder on my drive. There's my I don't even know what the background picture is on that one. I think it may be some sort of native thingy. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe a native's face or something. I can't remember really. There's my old astrology chart. A woman who's in my life can somewhat be seen in the picture. Oh, that was the earthquake in Nepal. 3,000 people died in that earthquake. Spiritual artifacts just crushed by nature. Doesn't appear to be much reason to it, or rhyme. Nature just crushes everything humans will ever build. Oh, tarot for dummies. I got attacked by a very evil man up in Oregon a long time ago. This is how I recollect the pieces of my life, is by doing art. Biography is not so important. I'm not going to go that way. Here's my blog. Well, you can see I've got a few postings. Spinning Sun Heron, that's my random name generator for a shamanic name. It pops out a lot of silly names, and that adds humor to the whole thing. Lightens up everything. Pamir Mountains. Well, that's a mountain range somewhere in the world. I don't even remember now. I've got a million blogs here. Actually, I've got about, well, how many do I have? Maybe like 50 right now. I've culled out all the bad ones. That's what I always do because I'm a software developer. If I do anything bad and I review it at any later point in my reality timeline, I just call it out. My store is kind of humorous here. It's an easily buildable Spear of Destiny, a vibrosphere, based on analysis of dolphins' behavior in underwater. And I just decided to call it even 333 Bitcoin. Why not, you know? It's humorous. I don't actually own one, but it can be created. Let's see here. Oh, my church. I love going to my church page. Well, that's how I go to church. Partial humor, partial reality. Lots of love for myself and others. Compassion for myself, hopefully, and others. Oh, there's my little silly Doctor Who's zoomer. It's a star field. My old favorites, the star field. Everybody in my life, all the shamans have all done this for me. I'm just the glue of God. That's one of my songs that I found from the old demo scene. It used to be my favorite part of the internet. Pushing the edge of graphics and music with limitations of hardware. I got a couple of my old songs here. I dug them up off an old email address. So everything in my life has been broken over the years. I've got old scraps of my life in a few boxes and a few discs. Anyway, found an old email address and it had a couple old of my kind of I don't know what you call it, my own personal form of Dylan-esque flamenco style or something. Anyway, here's a couple of my old songs. That was one of my old songs I recovered off an old email address. I just generally call that one Sunshine. This one I generally just call Gypsy Doggies. Here you go for this one. Well, sorry guys, somehow the song cuts off, I don't know how. But you got the point, I guess, part of it. The style, at least, of what I was emotionally experiencing during that part of my illness. Anyway, back from the music page. Back to good old Desiree and my homepage. There's my diplomacy link. I have Declaration of Human Rights, Real Estate Economics 101, Intergalactic Diplomacy, U.S. Intertribal Indigenous Diplomacy. You can never tell if my stuff is absurd, beyond humor, or absurd to levels that point out things through absurdity. You just never know if it's humorous or reality or... Anyway, here's my corporations. Sponsored by BeretPrinter.com and my native Rorschach hummingbird. Black Magic Disarmament Incorporated under the sovereign government of God. Shamanic Assault Sorcery Disarmament Program. Peak Computer Disarmament Program. There's also a minor issue on this planet called peak oil, where all the oil reserves run out on this planet. A lot of people are concerned about that because of all the cars that people drive around. Let's see here. Storytelling link. Oh, there's White Buffalo Calf Woman. Kashala, I believe. Some people might find it offensive, but I find it brilliant and real that that if she came back, she might be mastered in the occult healing methodologies and the shamanic healing methodologies. There are some links out to some Jade Storytelling, A Shaman's Tales by Jade Wahoo Grigori, an American shaman, on bandcamp.com. If you want to listen to some shamanic stories, there's an album for you. Also I got here Norse creation myths, Sumerian creation stories, Druid stories, previous civilizations that failed, Atlantis mythology. It's just kind of my art, my web development is my art. Private tutoring services. Some of it's kind of silly, humorous. All my private tutoring statuses are offline. Please visit one of the third-party services. Dark Occult 101, that's black magic. Light Occult 101, that's black magic removal. Dark Shamanism 101, that's shamanic assault sorcery. Light Shamanism 101, that's medicine healing and light body activation. Safe Sex 101, lucid dream sex. Just don't have any sex with women or men. Just have it in your dreams. Psychic Surgery 101, extraction of physical intrusions. Shamanic Healing 101, of spiritual intrusions. So I cover my bases here pretty well. I kind of here's what I got here. Independent studies. I'm not really sure. Study the dark, choose the light. Here's all the masters of the universe. Newton Institute. He did a lot of past life regression work, and he found out he compiled a lot of data about life between lives and past lives. It's fascinating work. What the other side might be like. Death is not the end. It's just the end of one part of this experience. I got some Ho'oponopono Inuit jokes in here. The Inuit living lifestyle is great because you never have to deal with problematic people ever. Let's see. Oh, here's my Graveyard of Snuff Souls. That used to link to Kirikou and the Sorceress. Oh, that's such a good film. If you haven't seen Kirikou and the Sorceress, get a hold of it. Buy it or get a hold of it. Or whatever. Watch it at a friend's house. Broken ships. I found out about this through an old broken childhood recovered memory from external sources. Broken ships is for, the world's filled with broken relationships. As you know, there's been a lot of wars around the world. So broken ships is a way to do something that's not destructive, self-help crap, a real practice. Why do some spirits stay earthbound? They haven't completed their life's mission, and they feel maybe fucked over or whatever. Let's see. Oh, we're here. Here's my shrine of all my loved ones. I call it the shrine of lost loved ones, but they're not really lost. This is my zoomy zoom into Ho'oponopono land. I put some of my prayers here that I do regularly. I put some pictures for myself to have something to represent in my mind. If you can't do creative visualization, pictures are a wonderful tool. It's a simple one-to-one translator to an old Babylonian language, I believe. Oh, I didn't go through my shrine list. That was just one page of it. Then I guess I go over this way, and then there's. Oh, that's when I went to Waldorf school. I was somewhat happy at that point in my life. My teacher wrote me a poem here. Sun and Taurus, bull of earth, from the heavens came your birth, child of night, child of worth. Sow the seeds to harvest mirth, might of bull, light of sun, with sight to find the Holy One in your heart. Each deed first done, with you, with your hand, the Grail is won. Must each task with eager will of the earth as the bowl, shining in the heavens bright, guides you with its starry light. Son of Taurus, child of gold, walk the earth with courage bold. Happy birthday, love, Mrs. Rivers. They remind me of times in my life when it was slightly happier. There's my dear brother, and I write something nice for him. It makes me think of him. He came to me in a dream up on the mountain and offered me a gift of humor in a dark moment. He said, "The only one in the Beatles with balls is Yoko Ono. I love you, Joe." That's my old pops. I used to call him Pa. He's passed on now. But I express my love to him. My grandmother, one of our watercolor pieces. She was a wonderful watercolor artist. There's an iguana in an egg world or something. Pearl, a world. Whatever you see in it. My gramp on the other side of the family. Not a blood gramp, but he was my gramp. My grandmother, not my blood grandmother, but on the in-law grandmother side. And my grandfather. He's on my blood side, on my mother's side. That's me when I was young, 21 or so. That's a special little girl. back to some of my art that represents the biggest struggle of my life here. It's a shaman that is hidden. Sedona, the red rocks in Sedona. He's a good old Jade. He's one of my favorite people and shamanic students and teachers. There's Enoch. He's also a shamanic student and teacher. There's Bobby Lake Tom when he was a bit younger. He's also a shamanic student and teacher. Oh, there's Baba Devagiri Ji Maharaj. That's a medicine name I got for him. Shoving Rain Caterpillar. It's a powerful medicine name for a man like that. Caterpillar will transform anything into a butterfly if he wishes so. Some more broken links and stuff, and some of my art pieces, and that's about it for my shrine right now. Just some of the practices that I remind myself to do. Here's some of my web development projects on GitHub. I don't have too many of them. My, Pope 5 framework, that's a kind of a, there's these old Moo systems. In the old days, the universities used Moos as educational systems. Then they created graphical versions called like Second Life and some others maybe. I'm also into interactive fiction, so that's kind of partially what the Pope 5 is. Interactive fiction framework. Pure Gnosis, that's one of my old projects. It creates a kind of a structured hierarchy of knowledge, so you can traverse from advanced to basic and backwards. Let's see what else I have here. My graveyard of digital Geronimos. I've had a lot of digital Geronimos, but only one I've got posted here is my poem for my Pure Gnosis project. Recommended third-party healing and consultation services. Well, there's a million of them, really. Common law will. Just in case of emergency, people know what to do. When I'm feeling fluty, it relaxes me. So I just watch nature and listen to some beautiful flute for a while, and it calms me down. And these are all my random experiments. This goes to a random Course in Miracles page. There's 365, one for each day in the year. And it's a course in self-forgiveness, like Ho'oponopono almost, in the Christian framework. So I get a random miracle message. And what do I get right now? Our random miracle message right now is lesson 88. The light has come. In choosing salvation rather than attack, I merely choose to recognize what is already there. Salvation is a decision made already. Attack and grievances are not there to choose. That is why I always choose between truth and illusion, between what is there and what is not. The light has come. I can but choose the light, for it has no alternative. It has replaced the darkness, and the darkness has gone. These would prove useful forms for specific applications of this idea. This cannot show me the darkness. This cannot show me darkness, for the light has come. The light in you is all that I would see. I would see in this only what is there. I am under no laws but God's. So sometimes you'll notice when you go to something that's theoretically random on a remote server, it has a message for you. I've got my random Nag Hammadi here. Let's just see what pops up for my Nag Hammadi. The paraphrase of Shem. Codex 7, Gnostic Society Library. Let's just take the first line here. The passphrase about the unconceived spirit. What dirty Kios revealed to me, Shem, according to the will of majesty. Shem has a vision. Dirty Kios tells Shem about the powers of the universe. Darkness sees the spirit. Darkness ejaculates mind into the womb of nature. The light of spirit is in the confines of nature. Dirdakias appeals on behalf of the spirit. Dirdakias brightens the light of the spirit. Dirdakias disturbs the power of nature. The light prays for mercy. Dirdakias dons a fiery garment and has sex with nature. Dirdakias fools nature, and creation begins. Dirdakias commands nature to give birth. Demons bring the flood and the Tower of Babel. A disturbance undoes the power of nature. Sodom, city of Gnosis, is unjustly burned. The litany. The paraphrase. The blessing of Shem and the people of spirit. Impure baptism leads to bondage. Rebel is beheaded. Shem returns from his ecstatic journey. The final desolation. Shem ascends in mind and recites the litany. Go in grace and faith. Anyhow, you can read the whole paragraph for each of the headings if you feel like it sometime. And then I take my dictionary rides through a random dictionary world and see what it tells me. This one says non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. What's the significance? I don't know, you tell me. Here's my I'm Feeling Lucky Pendleton page. What did I get here? Oh, I see a teepee there on the right with a door almost. Whenever it goes like this at the top, in the top corner, I call that a teepee. Here's the side of the teepee coming up. Here's the top of the teepee going out. I like to take random Google travel adventures too. Let's see where it lands us. We are in Antarctica. And what's right there in Antarctica? I don't know. But there's sometimes a significance. Even if it lands in the water, middle of the ocean. Is there a boat there? A fish there? What's there? My random Bible summary. I'm Feeling Lucky link. Let's see what that pops up. Thessalonians. I like these Bible summaries this fellow does. They're quick and to the point. Paul, Silvanus, and Timothy, to the Thessalonians, we give thanks for you. Our gospel came in power. Your faith is an example to all. We shared the gospel with you and also our lives. You suffered like the churches in Judea. We tried to see you. Are you not our crown? We sent Timothy to strengthen you. We warned you that persecution would come. We are encouraged by your faith. May you grow in love. Live to please God. Avoid immorality. Love one another more and more. We do not grieve without hope, for the dead in Christ will rise. The day of the Lord will come like a thief. Let us keep awake, honor those who lead you. Do not quench the Spirit. Grace be with you. And what else do I have? My next one is a random shamanic teacher. Who do I get? I get Alec at presentjourneys.com. I just like seeing their websites, find out who they are. Presentation. There's a random shamanic practitioner. Info at lendricklodge.com. What's at lendricklodge.com? Interesting. Lots of different spiritual practices. One happens to be shamanism. Looks like a Celtic-based shamanistic practitioner. It's my random tribal diplomat page. This is Gakon A admin at cvinternet.net. I don't think that domain will link us to any particularly exciting website, but because it's a personal email somewhere, but instead of a tribal page email. But a lot of times I follow the domain there to the tribal domain. I learn geographically where different tribes are, and I also learn a little bit about their culture. Get a medicine name for a student. This pops up sometimes serious things and sometimes funny things. What pops up here is soaring water woolly monkey. A soaring water woolly monkey. Interesting. It's kind of just static white noise. And this is my final humor piece of all time. My International Mole Tarot card. Click the link, as you can see. It does nothing. That's because the Gopher protocol was never integrated into browsers. I don't know why. I would have rather typed in Gopher than HTTP.
Again